There goes my baby. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes, there she goes. Slowly and silently walking on the face of the earth, determined to make a change. It's like that's her business, even on days she makes the least amount of change. Her heart characterized by captivating tranquility, her words a perfect example of humility, her voice filled with contagious serenity, a being so imperfect, but perfect enough to remind you of the Holy Trinity. She claims, I don't really know her, but I've got so much faith in her, like that of Noah, and I know she's a lady with goals, like the 2015, 2016 hurricane, going against odds, so strong like a hurricane. Lips. Through her lips flows no worldly reason, only the word of life. I pray to God every day for patience, just so maybe I can wait for her, technically become a waiter. Who knows? I may get a little tipsy. I want to get drunk in her love. I just realized I didn't introduce myself. I am Jumbe. That's easy to pronounce. But I can swear the first time she said my name, it sounded as though my mother and everybody else had been pronouncing it wrongly. She was my phantom sensation that even in my solitude, I forgot what it felt like to be lonely. She's from a world full of tranquil, that's her home, and I am more like a gypsy, always on the road, as I have no world I can call my own. The relationship between she and I is more like a number line, positive and negative. I call it a moment, she calls it life. I don't believe in love at first sight, but I can swear in a jiffy I had known a wife. I exaggerated a bit there, my bad, but we did connect like a Wi-Fi. At least that's what I thought. Until she told me all that I thought existed was just a subject for high school, chemistry. She belongs at Anfield. I belong Bachilata. That means we play in different leagues, so there's no match. But I think to myself, there's lighters these days, so who needs a match anyway? I ask myself, how do I get attracted to something I cannot see? No, it's not what you think. I asked myself that because I was attracted to her thinking before anything. Each time I found myself shrinking just by imagining her astuteness, excuse the stuttering. The plan was to get as close as possible to the fire, but not close enough to get burnt. Thou shalt not fall. But I guess not everything goes according to plan. See, she and I never went on vacation, but I think I fell because of a trip. Now, I'm not saying she and I never went on vacation, but I think I fell because of a trip. Now, I'm not saying I wish I was in anybody's shoes, but I think I should have tied my laces a little tighter. See, sometimes I imagine a perfect getaway into isolation just to watch the sunset. Just to get lost in each other's solar system and maybe have a baby or something. But she's from a world full of tranquil, that's her home, and I am more like a gypsy, always on the road, as I have no road I can call my own. I could tell you about the first time. Like the first time I was in her presence, and I felt like a baby, but that feeling is nothing I can explain in any of my verses. Like the first time she was in my arms and my heart had a beat heavier than that of DJ Maforesa and Kabza De Small song. When all she felt to me was like a bouquet of roses and I didn't mind them having thorns. I could tell you about how in our very first encounter my tongue and lips itched so bad like those of someone wanting to tell a secret. And so to scratch that, I ended up giving her a lifetime hickey. But I guess that was me signing my life sentence because ever since I failed to move like my feet are stepping in something sticky. I could tell you a whole lot, but like they say, big boys don't kiss and tell. And besides, that poem will belong as heaven. Thank you.